Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel One Step at a Time. My name is Corey McKinney. Glad that you're here. I've been recommended this video countless times in the comments of my other ones. This is Messi versus physics. And first of all, I think it's such a cool video title. I'll be honest with y'all, I've seen some of this because in my second time ever recording with Luke and talking about football, he's like, man, I gotta show you like this video about Messi so you can kind of understand that he's head and shoulders above everybody. I'll be honest with you though, I don't really remember it because everything was so new at the time. I was getting all this information dumped on me, and so I feel like this really is a fresh view for me, especially seeing all that I've seen now of Messi and his career. I think this is going to be fun to watch, so I'm excited. So here we go, Messi versus physics.
He takes the moon and all the planets into consideration before he detonates this one. It's the calculus of a goal solved in a nanosecond. Messi beats the laws of physics. He knows the laws of physics, but they don't know him.
Right. He knows the laws of physics, but they don't know him. Dude, what a cool, like that segment of that video is such a cool thing to have somebody say about you as a player, and really hilarious too. But this is awesome.
That's where he lives. He lives in the magnetic spectrum of genius, and it confused Einstein. It doesn't confuse Leo Messi. I tell you what, if Isaac Newton was watching this man, he'd be saying, boy, was I wrong. This is what Einstein called a spooky action over distance. That's what he was. Constellation in the heavens after Lionel Messi. So Isaac Newton from up above looks down and says about that gravity thing, I was wrong. Messi was right. He teases gravity. This balance is astonishing.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I know probably whatever he's about to say is going to be even funnier than what he just said. The dedication to saying all this about one player anyway, like I don't know who this commentator is, but he's got something for Messi. He obviously thinks he's the best, but man, this is hilarious to say. He looks down and he's like, I was wrong about gravity, Messi's right. This is freaking hilarious. I love this. This is so funny.
His feet are taken, applies the brakes, gets on the other side of the defender. It's amazing. Look at his balance. Better balance than a waiter on a very rocky cruise ship. He stays upright.
This man still going. You can't knock him over. Got knocked down. He got straight back up
the
again.
Center of gravity is
10
insane.
seconds of Messi magic. I'm sure there's a magnet in that.
Well, look at the strength, Kevin, to hold off the challenge, and then running at the four defenders inside, fix the spot. Oh, hard do you stop this little man?
What? Whoa. He did a barrel roll and then hopped right back up and was like dribbling as if he didn't just fall down on his face. And what the heck?
One of the rare breed as well, who's as quick with the ball as he is without it.
Look at that for a run. The centre of gravity, ability just to go at defenders.
Messi with the long hair was just an entire vibe.
Tied to your foot, it's just absolutely astounding.
Nuts! You don't measure that by statistics. It's immeasurable. When you see this run again, Phil Shane, in your statistics, you tell me, how do you measure somebody that could balance a balloon in a wind tunnel on a needle? Because Messi is capable of that.
Here's Messi. Calla trying to rugby tackle him, but he's on the ground and Messi's still running.
He is so nimble and so strong.
This guy's comments on what all Messi can do is out of this world funny, but also like it feels true. Like as you see him running around doing these things, you're like, yeah, he probably could balance a balloon in the middle of a wind tunnel on a needle. Gosh, he's unbelievably skilled
As well, great balance.
Now Messi leaves the defender on the floor.
putting these grown men on their rear ends, man.
Embarrassing step.
No foul. Oh, Messi does ever so well on the ground. And
There's no space. There's no time. And that means nothing to Messi. Einstein looking down and saying, I have to have a talk with this guy. He knows something I don't know. Amazing from Messi.
Looking for Messi, cuts back to his right, tucks it around, and makes the rabbit pop out of the hat.
As constant as a northern star and twice as radioactive. Absolutely genius again when we look at it again. The trajectory is perfect. The spin, the dynamics, beautiful.
Messi, mesmerising stuff.
Messi in his own time, taking on all comers again. And
Is there any room? If there isn't any, he'll find it more often than not.
So tight and congested.
Yeah,
that
he's
he can't
making
get through.
space.
It's impossible. We watch him to this weekend.
I'm seeing like where he's getting where that commentator's getting the idea of like space and time. Don't Messi doesn't have to obey them, because it really does feel like he's just making way in between people. He runs into a crowd of 4 or 5 guys, and he's not sitting there like having a turn skinny stuff. Like, he's getting his entire body into the gaps. It's baffling to watch. It really is. I don't understand it, and I'm not seeing other players move like this. So it really does, solidify his expertise, his God-given talent, whatever. I mean, his ball handling skills are outrageous to watch, and I'm trying to make this make sense in other sports that I love, and I don't know of anybody who can move like this in between defenders in any sport. Let alone football. So, man, this is crazy.
God, look at that. And then he slots it underneath the goalkeeper. It's just unbelievable football.
He reels his way through. There's no time or space here for Messi. Imagination in 3D. He sees all of his angles, he sees all of the options, and he says, I see you lads, I don't need you.
Touch from Messi. Close control was mesmerising.
Mark, and all he needs, a man of his quality, is half a yard, because how he pulls the trigger with hardly any backlift, I'll never know. It's such magical work from him.
Messi.
He does look like he's just like barely tapping the kick sometimes.
Messi trying to get away from Fontas and succeeding. Astonishing from Messi.
The guy's a magician. I mean, the size of him, he shouldn't be doing what he's doing, really.
Lionel Messi scaling the heights.
Absolutely stunning header.
He's only 5'7".
Into the middle, the header! And Messi does it again.
Messi's header. Messi's goal. Look at that, the strength, the power in his neck muscles to get that. It's just staggering. Stands 5'4". Look at jumps 6'4". Oh, it's a fabulous header.
He said he stands 5'4", jumps 6'4". That's hilarious. No, his header is pretty incredible to watch. Didn't know that he had dyed hair at one point. I've missed that somewhere in the highlights, so that kind of threw me off when I saw that. I feel like each era of his hair is another different era of play style for Messi. But man, yeah, gosh, it's crazy. This is one of the most insane highlights. This video alone is way better than the highlight that I watched to begin with on the channel of Messi. So I'm kind of bummed that I didn't see this one first.
Anybody would be proud of that in a number 9 shirt. He's number 10.
Messi, smallest guy on the pitch, and he still wins the ball.
And he bids it over Cristiano Ronaldo, who was tremendous with his vertical leaping.
And you, Rio.
Yeah, even when you get tight around him, he finds a way to get through. He's that good. He sees this type of stuff clear. Other players, it goes hazy and they don't see it clear.
Yeah, he's just on a different level.
I just feel that in his own eyes and his own vision, the game just slows down for him. Yeah. He plays in slow-mo because it comes to him so easy and so naturally.
He slows everything down in his mind and is able to make decisions that end up in goals, and does it weekend after weekend.
He does things that nobody has ever seen before. He does things that nobody understands how he produces them.
You know, he sees things that we don't see or wouldn't even consider, one, if it's possible, and even attempting it.
You sit here, I was looking in the stands at times and looking at people looking to the sky saying, how is he doing that?
And what is actually crazy, you guys have to understand that it's virtually on the same step, he's coming back on his right foot. And now that it's not logical, because if I try to do that, obviously it's kind of smaller. If I try to do that, you'll fall.
Sometimes you've just got to say he was too good.
2 against 4, but one of them is Messi. Gets around.
I'm forgetting to comment because I don't know what to say. Gosh, it's truly unbelievable to watch this guy move around throughout history. I mean, you talk about the longevity of Messi's career, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's unthinkable. It doesn't make any sense that he was that good, is still good, this good. Seeing what he's doing in Miami, it doesn't make sense that he's been this good for this long. My gosh.
Miralles tucks it in. Twisted by Di Maria. A masterpiece from Messi. He actually puts negative spin on the ball.
Puts negative spin on the
ball. We talk about mutant fly's eye vision, and we don't see it. The genius of the pass is that it gave him time where there was no time ahead of it. He's got 2 balls to pick out, and he goes for the impossible pass. Well, impossible is nothing for Lionel Messi.
You see passes I don't even see.
Extraordinary, almost extraterrestrial.
Messi, close control, extraordinary in the balance and the strength. It's still Messi.
Messi, first touch from him. It doesn't seem to matter what the conditions are like for Messi. He's taking advantage.
How is he moving like that on a wet pitch?
Absolutely unbelievable. Even in a pond of water in the middle of the pitch, Leo Messi capable of getting.
He's quite literally, he just said in a pond of water. It really does look like that. Like you can see, I live in New Orleans, and so the water rises very quickly here, and like I see grass that looks like this all the time. You can see water even on this flat pitch. You can see water kind of pooling in different areas, and it's like it doesn't even matter. He's like, rain, shine, snow, doesn't matter. I know how I want to move with the ball, so I'm going to move like that. It's like he's commanding everything else around him to obey him while he's out here with this ball. It's absolutely unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Away from 3 or 4 opponents. Incredible.
Nice footwork. Here's Messi. Messi gets away into the space, even though the pitch is holding up. Messi keeps going.
Mind you, such a footballer, Lionel Messi walks on water, doesn't he?
Messi being shadowed by Marc Roca. Messi turning on.
He's just got superhuman powers. He can do things that no other footballer has ever been able to do, and he makes it look so simple.
Measured by records, but this is beyond measurement. Look at them converge on him. 4 players.
He said measured by records, but this is beyond measurement. It is. This is coming from personal experience here, understanding Messi and his career. I'm still very, very, very young in my understanding of football as a sport in total. But 2 things are happening. 1, I'm falling in love with the game. And 2, I'm understanding why, just looking at a stat column for Messi and looking at the awards and stuff, like all of those things say that he is great. He's fantastic, one of the best. But when you watch him, right, when you watch him play and you watch the way that he's moving around the field and what he's doing to these people that he's playing against, it really begins to set in that he's the greatest football player to ever do it. It really does.
Hey, metal failings to a magnet, and he leaves them. Football is the labyrinth. Messi is the Minotaur. And they say we aren't worthy to watch him.
We are watching a master at the peak of his career.
For this game, because he is setting new standards.
So, a couple things about that video. 1, that was really cool. That commentator is cracking me up. I cannot believe half the things that he said about Messi. He's ridiculous. Anyway, something that I'm thankful for. I think I can say this as somebody who's new to the game, who never really cared about it before or anything like that. I am thankful for the fact that Messi does exist as a player for so many years and did so well for so many years, because I'm able to come into the sport new, pull up a video like this, and find out very quickly why people fall in love with the game of football and see it done in such a beautiful fashion by a player that the dedication to the game is unrivaled, somebody who is able to do these things head and shoulders above everybody else. It really makes the sport and all its newness and all these new rules and things that I'm trying to learn a lot more palatable, because it's, I don't know, like it's just fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch Messi move around. I watched his debut with Miami, well, some of it while I was moving, and watched that final goal, and it really does bring on that excitement of who this guy is. And so this is so cool. I'm glad that I have found the sport that I've been introduced to it, and that you guys have jumped on the journey with me and are recommending so many things to me and are teaching me so much in the comments. Thank you so much for that. If you haven't yet, like this video, comment on it, let me know what you want me to react to next, and also subscribe. I see that a lot of you guys are watching for a long time on the videos, so y'all are interacting with the content, y'all are commenting a lot and stuff like that. Some of y'all aren't subscribing though. That's cool, you know, if you don't want to, I get it, but if you're going to come back and watch other videos, you might as well subscribe. It helps me out a great deal. But anyway, thank you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in the next video.